Parable of the Homa bird. Youngsters like him belong to the class of the ever-perfect. They are born with God consciousness. No sooner do they grow a little older than they realize the danger of coming in contact with the world. There is the parable of the homa bird in the Vedas. The bird lives high up in the sky and never descends to earth. It lays its egg in the sky, and the egg begins to fall. But the bird lives in such a high region that the egg hatches while falling. The fledgling comes out and continues to fall. But it is still so high that while falling it grows wings and its eyes open. Then the young bird perceives that it is dashing down toward the earth and will be instantly killed. The moment it sees the ground, it turns and shoots up toward its mother in the sky. Then its one goal is to reach its mother. Youngsters like Rakal are like that bird. From their very childhood they are afraid of the world, and their one thought is how to reach the mother. How to realize God. You may ask, how is it possible for these boys, born of worldly parents and living among the worldly minded, to develop such knowledge and devotion? It can be explained. If a pea falls into a heap of dung, it germinates into a pea plant nonetheless. The peas that grow on that plant serve many useful purposes. Because it was sown in dung, will it produce another kind of plant? Ah! What a sweet nature Rakal has nowadays. And why shouldn't it be so? If the yam is a good one, its shoots also become good. All laugh. Like father like son. Aside to Gurindra, how well he has explained God with and without form. Do the Vaishnavas believe only in God with form? Gurindra, perhaps so. They are one-sided. Did you understand what he meant by the eternal form of God? That quartz. I couldn't grasp it well. Master. 2M. Well, what are you talking about? And Gurindra smiled and remained silent. Later in the afternoon the devotees were singing in the Panchavati, where the master joined them. They sang together in praise of the Divine Mother. High in the heaven of the Mother's feet, my mind was soaring like a kite, when came a blast of sin's rough wind that drove it swiftly toward the earth. Maya disturbed its even flight by bearing down upon one side, and I could make it rise no more, entangled in the twisting string of love for children and for wife. Alas! My kite was rent in twain. It lost its crest of wisdom soon and downward plunged as I let it go. How could it hope to fly again, when all its top was torn away? Though fastened with devotion's cord, it came to grief in playing here. Its 6 opponents worsted it. Now Nareschandra rues this game of smiles and tears, and thinks it better never to have played at all. The singing continued. Sri Ramakrishna danced with the devotees. They sang, "The black bee of my mind is drawn in sheer delight to the blue lotus flower of Mother Siyama's feet, the blue flower of the feet of Kali, Siva's consort, tasteless. To the bee are the blossoms of desire. My mother's feet are black, and black, too, is the bee. Black is made one with black. This much of the mystery my mortal eyes behold, then hastily retreat. But Kamalakanta's hopes are answered in the end. He swims in the sea of bliss, unmoved by joy or pain." The kirtan went on. "O mother, what a machine is this that thou hast made! What pranks thou playest with this toy 3½ cubits high! Hiding thyself within, thou holdest the guiding string. But the machine, not knowing it, still believes it moves by itself. Whoever finds the mother remains a machine no more. Yet some machines have even bound the mother herself with the string of love." It was a very happy day for all. The master, accompanied by was coming back to his room, when he met Trailokya, a Brahmo devotee. On the way, Trailokya bowed before the master. "Master, they are singing in the Panchavati. Won't you go there?" Trailokya, "What shall I do there?" "Master, why, you will enjoy the music." Trailokya, "I have been there already." Master, well, that's good. It was about 6 o'clock in the evening. The master was sitting with the devotees on the southeast veranda of his room. Master, a holy man who has renounced the world will of course chant the name of God. That is only natural. He has no other duties to perform. If he meditates on God, it shouldn't surprise anybody. On the other hand, if he fails to think of God or chant his holy name, then people will think ill of him. But it is a great deal to his credit if a householder utters the name of the Lord. Think of King Janaka. What courage he had. Indeed, he fenced with 2 swords, the one of knowledge and the other of work. He possessed the perfect knowledge of Brahman and also was devoted to the duties of the world. An unchaste woman attends to the minutest duties of the world, but her mind always dwells on her paramour. The constant company of holy men is necessary. The holy man introduces one to God. Kedar. Yes, sir. The great soul is born in the world for the redemption of humanity. He leads others to God, just as a locomotive engine takes along with it a long train of carriages. Or again, he is like a river or lake that quenches the thirst of many people. The devotees were ready to return home. One by one they saluted the master. At the sight of Bhavanath, Sri Ramakrishna said, "Don't go away today. The very sight of you inspires me." Bhavanath had not yet entered into worldly life. A youth of 20, he had a fair complexion and handsome features. He shed tears of joy on hearing the name of God. The master looked on him as the embodiment of Narayana.